What's going on, guys? It's the Cowboy King of Content back with another video. You guys know how this goes. This video is gonna be epic. I'm just saying, it is. 'Cause I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
What's going on, guys? So we got some news in gaming today. Big news, big time news. And I gotta look right, I gotta look left, gotta look up, I gotta look down. Might have to look under my chair because today, guys, big news. Microsoft is running around town doing deals. And we gotta talk about it. So Microsoft is going to do a contract with Nvidia so that Microsoft games could come to Nvidia GeForce Now. Reason why this is important to me is because I was a big fan of cloud gaming. I know cloud gaming isn't that popular. I was a big fan of Stadia. Stadia, unfortunately, as of January 18th, is gone. But the fact that Microsoft is looking to do a 10-year deal with GeForce Now, that says a couple of things. One, that says they plan for GeForce Now to be around for 10 years. Now, will that happen or not? I don't know. But GeForce Now is made by Nvidia, who makes graphic cards, and they're the powerhouse of the cloud gaming community. Because GeForce Now has a 4080 in the clouds. Yes, I said that. And that is 6 times more powerful than the Xbox Series X. So, the fact that Microsoft will allow their games to be on GeForce Now, you're going to be able to see graphical fidelity of Game Pass or Microsoft or Xbox games, whatever you want to call it, to be pretty amazing. Now, they didn't say Game Pass games, they said Xbox games that's on PC. So really this doesn't have anything to do with Game Pass, but I got a feeling down the road maybe it will. Now, to go a little further with today's news, Microsoft went as far, and this is revolutionary, to say they will allow their games to be on Nintendo. Guys, this is kind of like when you seen Sonic on Nintendo. Like, this is crazy, but this is where I think gaming should go. Why don't we stop segregating gamers so that they can't play certain games on certain platforms? Guys, this is revolutionary. This is amazing. And also they keep throwing out that Call of Duty would be on platforms like GeForce Now and platforms like Nintendo. Now, the thing is, the deal hasn't been done yet with the Activision Blizzard. So it's a couple things. So let's just be honest. One, I'm curious if Microsoft is doing this to appease to get the Activision Blizzard deal to go. Because if they're like,
hey, for 10 years, Nvidia could have Call of Duty, Nintendo could have Call of Duty.
But they already said that to Sony. So we already know part of them trying to get this deal to go through is giving people Call of Duty for 10 years. So my thing is, what happens after 10 years? But it is what it is, right? Gamers would love to play Call of Duty and Xbox games, so it is what it is. But second, I'm curious if the deal's even gonna go through. So then what is the point anyway? And then also, cloud gaming isn't that popular. It's getting there, and this is gonna help it get more popular. But what happens if GeForce Now goes under, right? Then those, 10-year deals to be thrown out, honestly, we may never see those 10-year deals depending on how the gaming landscape is shaped. Now, I will say cloud gaming is getting more popular, even though Stadia closed, even though it looks like Amazon's Luna is not looking good at all. But at the end of the day, GeForce Now, PlayStation Cloud, Xbox xCloud, these things are looking pretty strong. We got Boosteroids, you got Black Nut, It's a bunch of other cloud gaming, I guess, I would say platforms. Let's just use that word out there. And so cloud gaming looks like it's here to stay. I believe it will be the inevitable future, but Microsoft is definitely helping pave the way. And also when you think of Microsoft having Kojima working on a cloud native game, that means a game built for the cloud, only cloud game, and it only could be on the cloud. Now, you guys already know who Hideo Kojima is, the maker of Metal Gear. I could stop right there. But yeah, his pedigree is high. So I want to take this time to take my hat off to Microsoft for what they're doing. I mean, they are really trying to go to the next level. You know, you want to partner with Nintendo. You want to partner with cloud gaming.
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe.
Good stuff for Xbox, Microsoft. I love it. I think it's a go in the right direction. And honestly, if they're spending all this money, and I've said it before, if you want to spend the $68.7 billion, then you should be able to do whatever you want with that platform. So if Sony has a problem with it, Sony could have put out $68.7 billion, but they didn't. And so at the end of the day, I like what's going on. I think it's a good thing. I just want to see where it goes. And even if they're only doing this just so they could get the Activision Blizzard deal to go through, well, you know what? 10 years, I think it's kind of decent, and we'll see what happens in the next 10 years. But at the end of the day, how bad will it hurt gamers? That I don't know. They seem to be that they want to play nice for now, or at least for 10 years. But listen, instead of all this back and forth, let's just see the deal go through. Let's see what Microsoft could do. Also, gamers want better games, better quality, more games, right? So at the end of the day, you're going to have Call of Duty to more players, right? All over, not just on Xbox, right? They still said PlayStation to be able to get Call of Duty for another 10 years. So at the end of the day, at least for the next 10 years, let's see what Microsoft could bring to the table in gaming and actually add to gaming. But I think this is good news. I'm not in the, the camp of,
Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
I think this is good, and let's see what happens. Because honestly, imagine more companies start putting games on different platforms. Now, I will say this. I do get brand supremacy. And that's pretty much what Sony is doing. They're making sure their games seem premium, and they're making sure people look at their games as premium, right? So they make sure that you run out and grab their console so you can play other third parties, but you definitely want to make sure you're playing one of their exclusive games. That's called brand supremacy, because you can't get those games somewhere else. And my only fear is that Xbox would start putting everything on everything, and then it'll start watering down gaming. But at the end of the day, like many people say, who cares? Because more gamers will have the games, and honestly, that's probably an issue for the companies themselves. So we can't control this stuff, but let's see what happens if the deal goes through finally. But hey, I wonder if Microsoft's going to do the deal even if the deal doesn't go through. Meaning, will they put their games on Nvidia and Nintendo even if they don't get Activision Blizzard? Now, that's what I want to see happen. Because that would be big for them to say, you know what? We're not just doing it because of Activision Blizzard. We're doing it because we think this is right for gaming. And honestly, in everything you see, it says Call of Duty. Just saying. But with that being said, guys, make sure you check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you got this far to the video. Like this, because liking this video makes more people be able to see it. I've been seeing a lot more views on my content, so I appreciate it, definitely. But guys, this is the channel you want to be at. I'm the Cowboy King of Content to do 4 live streams a week. So if you had any issues with anything I've said, you could come see me live. And I even add links where you could jump on and be a part of the panels or the podcast that I do. I put out daily content. So guys, just check me out. Keep coming. And with that being said, and now your mama knows. Break it down.
And now your mama knows.